You know, I used to think fish oil was just fish oil. You grab a bottle, pop a couple of soft gills, maybe burp up a little mackerel afterward, and boom, you're healthy. Brain sharper than a samurai sword, heart pumping like a champion. But then I learned, not all fish oil is created equal. Oh no. Turns out there's an underworld of molecular fish oil drama that nobody talks about, like a nutritional soap opera happening right under our noses and in our cabinets. So let me break it down. There are three main types of fish oil you're going to see: natural triglyceride, re-esterified triglyceride, and ethyl ester. I know, sounds like rejected Marvel characters. Let's start with natural triglyceride, TG. This is fish oil in its natural habitat. EPA and DHA attached to a glycerol backbone. Your body knows exactly what to do with it. It's like handing a toddler a cookie. No instructions needed. Absorption? Solid. Your body takes it in, says thanks, and puts it to work. The only downside? It's not very concentrated. So you need more of it to get those high omega-3 levels people brag about. Now, enter Re-Esterified Triglyceride, or RTG. This one's fancy. See, most fish oils get processed to clean out the junk, toxins, heavy metals, whatever the fish picked up while living in questionable waters. But that purification process breaks the original structure. So the best brands say, no worries, we'll just rebuild it. Better, stronger, faster. They take the EPA and DHA, slap them back onto the glycerol, and boom, RTG. This stuff absorbs like a sponge in a hurricane. It's the gold standard. Expensive, yes, but it works. And your body basically throws a party every time it sees it coming. Then, we've got ethyl ester, EE. Oh boy. EE is what happens when someone says, what if we made fish oil cheaper? But also worse. Instead of binding the omega-3s to glycerol, they bind them to ethanol. Yeah, like booze. And your body? Not a fan. It absorbs way less of it. And unless you take it with a meal that's basically a stick of butter, your bloodstream's like, nah, we're good. So what happens when you buy a bottle that doesn't tell you what form the fish oil's in? Chances are, it's EE. Because no one brags about being the cheap stuff. If it were RTG or TG, it would be all over the label. You'd see phrases like superior absorption or re-esterified triglyceride form in bold neon font. Now here's the part that gets me. A lot of high-potency fish oils, the ones that boast 2,000 milligrams EPA and DHA, they're usually ethyl ester, unless they tell you otherwise. Because you can't hit those numbers naturally without some lab magic. So what should you do? Check the label. Look for triglyceride or re-esterified triglyceride. If it just says fish oil with no details, you're probably in EE territory. And always, always, take your fish oil with food. Fatty food. Fish oil on an empty stomach is like sending a text into space. No one's getting it. Bottom line? RTG is the king, TG is the trusty sidekick, EE is the intern who showed up late and forgot their laptop. If you're gonna take fish oil, and honestly you should, take the good stuff. Otherwise, you're just making very expensive burps. That's it. Omega-3's decoded. I'm off to eat some pasture-raised eggs and judge fish oil labels like a molecular snob. Stay greasy, in the best possible way.